Well, thank you for having me. My name is Josh, and I'm one of the co-founders of CareGuardian, and I'm very excited to share what we're working on. We are reimagining the way that you find in-home senior care. So as a bit of background, there are 2.3 million caregivers working inside of seniors' homes today, but there are millions of additional caregivers looking for work in the field. The problem is not all of these caregivers are really qualified for the job. So how do you find someone you can trust? That's where we came in. One, we employ all of our caregivers. They're an extension of us. We're very proud of them. Two, we walk you through a very extensive matchmaking process. We ask you 7 very detailed questions to understand what's going on inside the home and connect you with just the perfect caregivers. And the last piece, the most important piece, is that we are there every single day monitoring the care, making sure that the caregiver is there, that you're happy, and that you're completely satisfied with the service. So there's so much more we'd love to share with you. Come by our booth. We're just outside here, and looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Josh. That was good. Right on time.
Perfect.
We get some questions from the panel.
How do you actually monitor the care?
So we monitor the care by manually checking in with the caregiver before they leave the home to go see the senior. So we know how long it takes them to get from their home to the senior's home. We know the bus schedules. We know all of that. So our technology checks in with them. They check in back with us when they get to the senior's home. And then after each visit, both the caregiver and the senior, or usually the guardian, will rate the service 1 to 5 stars. We get so much data on this, we know who's great at their job.
So are you more of a healthcare services company, or are you using technology to leverage your operational structure or data analytics or things of that nature?
First and foremost, we want to make sure that we are a services company. We are going to do a great job, but we are very scalable in the technology that we use. So we are thinking about moving into 2 additional cities in 3 months, and we can do that easily with our process.
What percentage of the business is daily versus long-term care?
So we call that, we have as-needed care, which is I just need help tomorrow and I don't know when I'll need it again. That's probably about 10% of our revenue. 90% of our revenue is the everyday care. But half of our customers are that as-needed. And we use that as a way to vet our new caregivers, make sure they're doing a good job with the simple stuff before we put them in the complicated. The second piece is it's a really great way to help families that otherwise couldn't afford in-home senior care.
Can you talk a little bit more about your differentiation from traditional elder care services out there?
Absolutely. It's all about transparency and quality. So transparency, if you go through our process, you can actually see so much information about all of our caregivers and pick the one that's right for you before we send somebody to your home. Traditionally, you're going to go through about 10 different caregivers coming into your home, may or may not be a good fit, and it's a very tiresome process. The second piece is we actually monitor the care. It sounds so simple, but it needs to happen, and we're using technology to make that happen.
So if you have the guardian, though, rating it, how do they know how it was? They weren't there in the room when it was being provided.
Well, the thing about guardians is they usually check in with their parents quite a bit. And they know exactly, so even if the senior wasn't happy with the service, they might not tell us, but they're definitely going to tell the guardian, and then the guardian's going to tell us. So we always check in.
Because I call my grandfather and he says, everything's fine. And I talk to the caregiver and she says, he fell down last week and didn't tell you. So,
well, that's also why we want to be in the home, because we're going to tell you that he fell down. Yeah.
Other questions?
How does a consumer find you?
So right now we do a lot of online marketing and internet-based marketing, and we connect with individuals on the phone. If you come to our website and request more information, we call you in an average of 37 seconds. That responsiveness is unparalleled in this industry and is what makes people really trust us from the very beginning.
How long can you sustain that response time?
Forever. That's a very scalable process. We are instant salespeople by nature, so we have set up our technology to respond right away.
Great. Thank you very much.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right, now we're going to vote. I think we just have one question to answer for these quick speed pitches, right? Hopefully. The question is, would you use or refer this product or service to family or friends? Absolutely not. Absolutely yes. Please vote on your device. And just so you know, the speed pitch winner will receive 3 things: a trophy with the AARP Popular Speed Pitch Award, one-on-one mentoring with Unity Stokes, the co-founder and president of Startup Health, and mentorship with the AARP Innovation Team. So there are some really invaluable services to help advance the business.